Welcome to the Toynbee Hall podcast. In this podcast, students from Central Foundation Girls' School will explore the history of Toynbee Hall in the local community, working with Toynbee Hall in partnership with Eastside Community Heritage, funded by the Heritage Lottery Fund. In this podcast, we will be interviewing Anis Rahman, who is a lawyer, Muhammad Nurul Haq, who was a councillor, and last but not least, Captain Shiv Banerjee, a merchant navy captain.
Right now, you'll be hearing from Anis Rahman.
Toynbee Hall was created in 1884 by Samuel Barnett, a Church of England vicar, and his wife Henrietta, you must have heard, in response to a growing realization that enduring social change would not be achieved through the existing individualist and piecemeal approaches. The radical vision was to create a place for future leaders to live and work as volunteers in London East End, bringing them face to face with poverty and giving them the opportunity to develop practical solutions that they could take with them into national life. Many of the individuals that came to the Toynbee Hall as a young men and women, including Clement Attlee, he became Prime Minister, William Beveridge, known as the father of welfare state, went on to bring about the radical social change and maintain a lifelong connection with the Toynbee Hall. They are all warden of the Toynbee Hall.
So, now that we've heard from Anis Rahman on the introduction of Toynbee Hall and aspirations they've had for Toynbee Hall,
now you'll be hearing from Muhammad Nurul Haq.
Donald Chatsworth, he was a very popular man. I don't know how. He was always, I think, convinced with the mission of Toynbee, Beveridge and their philosophy and university settlement, this for poor people, this and I don't criticize anybody. All of them tried to help, but he was a man. This Donald Chatsworth, he helped Nari Samiti, my wife's their opposition, and Donald Chatsworth wrote this to the government or to the Tower Hamlets, they supporting. And whenever we applied for a grant, this because the teachers used to we get the money from these charities, and they used to consult these people about our credibility and our ability, our organizing network, things like that. So this Donald Chatsworth, he used to come to our Christmas parties, Eid parties.
That was Muhammad Nurul Haq on Donald Chatsworth, who played a significant role in the Bangladeshi community because of his support for the Bangladeshi's independence movement.
Now you will hear Captain Shiv Banerjee.
One of the conditions of Toynbee Hall to be a resident out there, one of the condition was you must do 4 hours of voluntary work. I chose to work with mentally and physically handicapped children and looking after the elderly during the weekends. And it was a wonderful feeling that you were a big family, a family of about, say, 150 odd residents, all eating together, all sharing their thoughts together, going out to work, all in a voluntary capacity, going out to help out people and celebrating Christmas and on Christmas only, Christmas and Easter only in those days. And residents took part in plays. They put up plays and there was this thing. And it continued that way for a little bit of time.
This was Captain Shiv Banerjee.